Okay, greetings everyone. It is I, the master of always needing a haircut, but very rarely actually getting one. I've been enjoying a few days off, just taking some time, playing some stuff, taking a well-needed rest, and getting ready for some changes in my life. Now, with that being said, don't worry too terribly much. I won't be living on the street quite yet. But today we're going to be taking, first off, a celebratory congratulations to all you globalers. Those who are sticking around have access to the Transcendence system. And I have heard that it's like transcendence into reincarnations, but for all intents and purposes, I think I'm just going to refer to it from now until the end of time as the Transcendent system or the reincarnation system. I think I'm done with calling it dream enhancements. There's just too many names. I don't know why they didn't just simplify it. But we're going to take a look at the JP update today, talk a little bit about why there wasn't a mid-monthly video. There isn't much going on. All right, moving on. And we're also going to be celebrating the global version today because JP is actually having a slight celebration at the same time you guys are. We have this 3 UR guaranteed pull for free, along with a couple of reroll banners for vision cards and characters. For people who are curious, Dark Golem is on the vision card one, and New Howlet is not on the character one, which makes sense, you know. But Dark Golem's a few vision cards or vision card or so back now, so that's fine for it to be in there. And as for Howlet's still pretty new, so that is not the case. But happy anniversary, global players. For funsies, let me know, you know, what do you think now that you've actually used it for a while, the Transcendent system? Is global being more generous with you guys or less generous, or do you feel like the system's very generous or problematic? Well, let us know in the comments below, and let me know for all the new Sephiroth adopters, I should say. Adopting Sephiroth, what a weird concept. Let me know in the comments below how many polls it took to get them, and whether or not you're happy. But here we go. As you can see, it's going to be 100 polls over multiple days. Let's do our first one here. And yeah, I mean, like, it's just really curious for me about how, because I've been doing like recommendation videos and I've done my showing him off previously. So yeah, I'm curious as to what globalers think now that you guys have had him. And yeah, it's not for particularly a very long time, but even so, I think it's always interesting to hear other opinions, because everybody has their own biases and their own experiences and their own matchups and everything. So it's always interesting to see what other people think of these systems, because yeah, your initial impression of a system versus 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line can be quite different. All right, so let's see about this one. This is our guaranteed one. It might be a little bit shiny. Who knows? It'd be extra shiny. Oh, looks like we're getting a rainbow character. Cool. But yeah, I mean, it's the global anniversary. It's not the JP anniversary at this point, so always got to give a shout out to them. Oh, look at that nice Laswell card that I already have max. Apparently, we're just playing the classics today. Oh, we got 4. That's better. Oh, Eliza, that's a step up, right? Weird graphical issues. That's just the emulator probably about to crash. We'll have to read. Archers on Parade. I'm just going to refresh it now and save myself some time and whatnot. But yeah, Faster Desperation. So anyway, congratulations to all you globalers. Now let's take a look at the JP update. And the JP update is pretty thin this time around. It's not too terribly much to look at. We're looking at basically like a very quiet week, which those are important in gachas. It's important to have some downtime with not too terribly much content, because it can be easy to just be backlogged when you don't play this game 24/7. So let's take a look first at the new VC. The new VC is the Howlet VC, Magic Human Killer as well. Sorry, my voice is killing me today. Slash attack magic attack power up 10%. Slash attack resistance of 10 for the character that has equipped this card. And 30 human killer for maxing out the VC. As well as spirit up of 12 and strike resistance of 20. Now, originally I talked about the fact that I think that this is essentially a really slam dunk vision card for specific elements, specifically like I think ice is the logical one because of new Howlet, but also light actually came really high on the recommended list. But it's actually also a perfect vision card for Kefka, strangely enough, because it can just work with gloves and more human killer on those attacks is essentially what you're looking for on that team. And strike resistance just gives you an extra bunch. So you look at the targeted characters of Rob, Orlando, Miranda, Delita, Agrius, Laswell, Cecil, Garvel, 2B, Ruel, Saria, Dean, or Dwan. He's being kind of on the weird JP translation. Sorry, Varush, Lucio, Charlotte, Raychez, Velis, Astrius, Starlit Elena. I mean, the resistance here is actually pretty good overall. Oh, sorry, Sephiroth, Roy, Kefka, Reagan, tons of characters. But you look at where this VC works, and there's actually a surprising number of characters that I think benefit from this quite well. I mean, yes, your physical characters are not really going to get much of anything out of this, particularly just the strike resistance and overall defense. So this vision card is actually a really interesting both offensive and defensive vision card. And I think it's good enough to really recommend at least a pull on this. No, not that banner. Where is it? Not that one. Not that one. This one. The 10 pull with the 25 shards. I know that there's a lesser chance on this one and only 100 tokens, but these ones at least you're getting 25. It really depends. I am saving for Rafus and her VC, so we're just going to do this one as a bonus in this video, I suppose. Not looking great off the start, and this will be the killer. Okay, yeah, all killer. Not even going to reform. And mostly characters. Okay, well, let's just skip button. Unfortunate, but that's how we roll, right? So yeah, the new VC looks quite good in terms of what it is offering for multiple elements, and it might actually end up being one of the just generally stronger VCs. As for JP, there's really not too terribly much this week. There's a bunch of campaigns going on for upgraded EXP, and I do believe some drops in there as well, basically celebrating the fact that the 3rd anniversary is going on. Global is the big thing, as well as this new VC. Now, probably sometime next week, we're going to see a live stream to announce Rafu, as she is the remaining another story character, and I just can't imagine that we're going to skip that character. So yeah, you can see here kind of the rewards for people who are curious. However, there is no brand new horn in the shop for free or anything like that. Horns are still incredibly exclusive to spending money, which I think is an important note. Also, we do have a series of upgraded characters with this new update. So just off memory, Howlet, more Niv, Raychez, and Rafal are the URs, with Shell being the mid-tier one, and a couple of Mia and not really going to talk too much about it in this video because don't have the data up yet, and most of these characters I actually don't have maxed. The one that I will tease with is Moore, who's actually one that I'm considering since I now have a almost 120 Amnilus. Moore might be a interesting partner, depending on whether I really want to go all in on water. One of the more recent JP updates is this one, which allows you to actually see in game, because originally when this came out on JP, this was not here. So HP up by 15%, spirit penetration up by 20, with the increase of one of her abilities of 1 extra use, and a few extra doodads, which I haven't translated yet, so I'm not even 100% sure which ability that is. But yes, so there you go. Moving on over here. The one thing that is brand new this week, and as you can see, yes, I am slacking on my getting done of these waves. We don't want any spoilers for global, so we'll just hit this little skip button top right. The new wave will consist of two brand new pieces of equipment. One probably interesting for Velis users as a new tome or book, and the other one being a brand new staff. Now, before I was recording this, I didn't actually check Discord to see if there is anything. If there's anything in here about what it was, because there's nothing on Wotv Calc yet, so I'm totally just stalling until I can actually find it in here. Oh yeah, and while I'm just kind of looking in the background, I will tell you right now that oh my goodness, I can't even remember what was I gonna say. It was something along the lines of oh my god, I just completely forgot. It'll come to me. I've seen this. It looks like that when HP drops below 90%, there's a CT increase one time of small for this rod. Will also increase magic attack by 20 by the looks of it, and damage cap increase of 2,000 with a 215 magic stat on it, which is pretty interesting. And just seeing if I can see the other one really quickly. Doesn't look like it. So yeah, apologies on that one. It doesn't look like I will be able to give really any more details than what I have here. Terribly sorry as per usual, but looking at the actual pieces of equipment, I mean, I'm assuming that it will be another magic focus weapon, hopefully high magic stat. Maybe it will be a little bit more defensive, but I guess I will have to get working on that. Also, fun fact, for since I dragged out this video for a little bit longer, every time you come into a brand new wave, it assigns just this weird random mishmash of characters. There's no rhyme or reason to it, and it seems to be consistent. Since I haven't actually even tried this previous wave, just taking a look in here for a second, yeah, it's the same characters. I have no idea where or why it has picked these specific characters. What's going on there? Interesting. I don't know. I guess Noctis and Ramza, the team I never knew I wanted but always needed. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and see you next time.